Well, the new Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson created a hypothetical of a photographer who denies video depictions of the movie It's a Wonderful Life to customers who aren't white. Listen.
Knowing that movie very well, I want to be authentic, and so only white children and families can be customers for that particular product. Everybody else can, I'll give to everybody else, I'll sell them anything they want, just not the It's a Wonderful Life depictions. I'm expressing something, right, for your purposes, that's speech. What about, what's the other step? It's speech, and I can say anti-discrimination laws can't make me sell the It's a Wonderful Life package to non-white individuals.
Okay, let's bring in PragerU personality, good friend of the show, I think. We love having her on, Amala Ekpunobi. Amala, what is she saying? I'm trying. Can you decipher this? It sounds. And let's keep in mind, folks, that this is a Supreme Court justice who's going to make decisions going forward on what people can and cannot sell or are going to be forced to sell. I'm thinking of the bakery example, but go ahead.
Sure. I think she's trying to make an example for the American people to digest the issue that she's coming forth with in this 303 creative case that's now touched the Supreme Court as to whether or not business owners have a right to discriminate against people. Choosing the It's a Wonderful Life example or analogy may not have been the best example to use, but really the question she's putting forth is, does a business have a right to discriminate against people on the basis of something like race, religion, or sexuality? I would go ahead and say, yes, private businesses should have the choice to choose the customers and the messages that they support in the products that they're creating. She might have a different message when it comes to that.
Take a listen to Sunny Hostin on The View, and she's talking a little bit about these things, what the Supreme Court justices should and should do, should not do, and maybe even recuse themselves. Listen.
She's never publicly acknowledged her membership in the community since becoming a judge, did not disclose it, though, during her confirmation. And what made me most uncomfortable is that at the time it was reported that the People of Praise erased every single mention and every single photo of her from their website. So if she wasn't affiliated, then why remove all of that information? And I think the problem here is the Supreme Court has no procedure by which to force a judge's removal. You get to decide on your own.
Yeah, but that is wrong. She's talking, Sunny Hostin's talking about Amy Coney Barrett, the Catholic white justice. I mean, that's the way the Supreme Court has operated since the beginning of the Supreme Court.
Yeah, I'm confused as what she's asking for here. And it seems like this is a popular leftist tenet to just look at institutions that have been standing for quite some time in their tradition and in their set ways, which are there for a reason, and criticizing or calling for the complete obstruction of what they've been doing and a complete transformation. And I don't think Sunny Hostin is the best person to comment on anything that the Supreme Court should be doing. If anybody is keeping up with The View and what these ladies have to say on any given day, it's a wonder they're still on national television.
I have one quick question for you before we go off topic a little bit. Can you just break down what's going on with Kanye?
Oh, gosh, I don't even know where to start here. He seems to be a man that is making quite a large judgment and generalization on a group of people based on maybe some wrongdoings that have been done against him in the business and in the industry. So it seems as though he's been pushed to some sort of breaking point in what he's saying, and he is jumping on all of these shows, being as exasperated as possible, as confrontational as possible, and as abrasive as possible to garner some sort of reaction. What that looks like in the long scheme of things, I do not know, but I imagine not successful. I think people from all sides of the political aisle are looking at what he's saying and what he's doing right now and are not supporting it.
I got to tell you, I'm an advocate for and of free speech. I'm a constitutional libertarian. He's making it very hard on me. I have a Jewish wife and Jewish family members, and it's tough. It's listen, you have to really dig deep and figure it out. But I wish you'd stop. I wish you'd get some help. Mala, before we let you go, can you take that wide shot again, control room? I want to know about what this thing in the background. This looks like a Roman bust, but sunglasses. I'm pretty sure they didn't have sunglasses back in the day. Can you take that wide shot, control room, please? Please, the wide shot, single. There you go, over screen left there, over your right shoulder.
My bust in the
on.
back. So we have Tom Sol hanging over me to make sure I'm always speaking factually and hopefully with research. And then we have Athena, the goddess of wisdom, who is also looking over the shoulder there, hopefully keeping me in line with the things that I say.
Thomas Sol and making you look and sound cool as always. Amala, always good having you on. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, Eric.